Hello, everybody. Tim here with a review for Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant is directed once again by Ridley Scott, who directed obviously the original 1979 Alien and 2012's Prometheus. And this is the next installment in that prequely franchise thing he's doing. So this is, yeah, a sequel to Prometheus, but a prequel to Alien. You get it. You've probably seen the previews. You understand. So here's the thing. This is a frustrating movie. On the one hand, as a Prometheus sequel, I dug it a lot because I am one of those people who liked Prometheus. I actually just rewatched Prometheus last night, and it didn't hold up as much as I wanted it to, but I still enjoyed it. You definitely start to see the plot holes after the first couple times. I did enjoy the movie. I didn't love it, but it is. I don't hate it by any means. So as a sequel to that movie, Prometheus, I enjoyed it. It answered some questions that I had, and it handled the way that movie ended in a very cool way, I thought. As an Alien prequel, I still have a lot of questions, but I liked it. So it's a very frustrating, confusing movie, and without getting into spoilers, that's about all I can say about the connections to Alien and Prometheus. Well, I guess I can also say that there's probably another movie in here somewhere, so it probably is like Prometheus, Alien Covenant, one more movie, one or two more movies than Alien. And I think that's the way they're going to go by the way that this movie ended. So let's get into some stuff I liked. Like I said, I thought as a Prometheus sequel, it worked really well. Michael Fassbender's back as Walter, a new cyborg robot who is working on the ship, the Covenant, and he also returns as David from Prometheus, and he does great as in both roles. I thought he was great in Prometheus. He's great in this, especially in the dual role. I thought his performance as David was much better. But that's not to say that his performance as Walter was bad. They're just different characters, and you'll understand when you see the movie. Other things I really liked Billy Crudup. His character is just an idiot, but I liked him in the movie. I tend to like him in everything, so I thoroughly enjoyed his performance. And like the atmosphere, the tone of the movie, I thought worked really well. It does flow in between that original 79 Alien tone of the creepy horror movie, and it mixes with the James Cameron Aliens tone very well. I thought the tones mixed and matched throughout the movie very well. There's definitely creepy, behind the wall, jump out and scare you kills, and there's loud guns shooting, flying around craziness like you've seen in the trailers. So it's definitely got a little bit of everything for everyone. There's even a little bit of Alien 3 sprinkled in here, which is I was surprised to see, but and if you're a fan of the series, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see the movie. Now, to get into some things that. Oh, one more thing, actually, that I really liked is James Franco is in this movie for about 3.5 minutes, but it's great. The fact that James Franco is in this Ridley Scott movie and gives a pretty awesome performance for 3 minutes, I thought was hilarious. And Danny McBride too. Danny McBride's in this movie throughout the whole thing, and he's awesome. He killed it. He's not Mr. Jokey Joke. He does a great job. All of the actors actually, all around. There was nobody that was just like, oh, okay. There were definitely the expendable people, but there was nobody that was just like, oh, well, all right, you tried. Everyone was very serviceable. I'm not the big Catherine, Catherine Waterson fan. I think she's fine. I didn't like her in Fantastic Beasts. But I thought she was good in this. She's fine. Like, nothing extraordinary, nothing terrible. But to get into some of the things I didn't really like I kind of mentioned with Billy Crudup's character, all the characters are pretty stupid. Not as stupid as the ones in Prometheus, but there are some like idiotic things aside from maybe Tallahassee, played by Danny McBride, and Danny, played by Katherine Waterson. They're probably the smartest of the characters. All the other human characters are pretty idiotic, which got frustrating at some parts in the movie, especially one scene, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, I can't spoil it because it is a spoiler, but and the other big thing that I'm not a huge fan of with this movie is actually, surprisingly enough, the alien. I thought it was good. I thought the kills and the horror were good. But there were none that were like, oh my god, woo, that was incredible, or that was so scary. They were all just kind of fun. You know, it didn't reinvent anything. It was fun. It was fine. But the biggest thing with the alien is it's very CGI, which is just disappointing as someone, who grew up watching Alien and Aliens, and you see the practical effects and how well they can be pulled off. And for some of the stuff that the alien had to do in this movie, I understand why. I just wish there would have been a little more CG in there, or a little less CG in there, and a little more practical. And also, just, it's hard to explain without spoiling, but some of the things the alien can do, I wasn't a fan of, because these abilities the aliens don't have in 100 years when Alien takes place. So, just certain little nitty picky things. Overall, I really liked the movie. I didn't love it. I wanted to come out preaching the high praises, but I'm not. I think it's a good movie. I think it's a fun horror movie. It's a fun action movie. It's a fun alien movie. It's a good alien movie. I just wanted a great alien movie. And I think that if they can take all of the positives from this and move on and fix some of the negatives I have, and just make better characters, better situations, I think they could have a really, really, really great final entry or next couple entries to tie this whole thing together. So anyway, guys, those are my quick thoughts on Alien Covenant. This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and I will probably go and see it again just to see if there's any little things that I didn't pick up on. But again, definitely if you're a fan of Michael Fassbender or Alien or horror or just sci-fi in general, I would recommend checking this one out. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and until next time, guys, have a good one.